And there we see start screen. Oh wait.
Yep.
Of course, the start screen's vanilla start. I've been living in the randomizer tournament too long.
Welcome to the world of vanilla, Liquid Husband. Yes, we start on the start screen.
It's good.
You can see JSR is heading towards level 3 as Scorpion Max heads towards level 2. Level 3 first is a more difficult but faster route for a less experienced runner like Scorpion Max. Level 2 first, definitely the safer way to go. But you can see JSR already in level 3 and making its way as Scorpion Max heads in the direction of level 2.
Yeah, and I mean, 2 first, especially in a race setting, is really just, it's a smart play unless you're probably one of the top 15 or 20 runners of this game.
Yeah, for sure. In fact, some of the intermediate runners with PBs on 3 first are running 2 first in races, which is a safety maneuver. If you do run on 3 first, you need to know 2 or 3 backup routes just in case things go wrong in terms of resources. Hope we don't have to explain any more of that for the benefit of JSR's run. The question in chat is, what is world record for this category? The world record is 28:30 by Lack Attack. However, in a race, which is a no reset scenario, I don't think anyone has ever gotten a sub 28. No one's ever gotten a sub 29. There are 3 people who have gotten sub 30s in races. They are Lack Attack, who holds the world record, Unos, who is in 2nd place in this category, and the 3rd person who is sub 30 in a race in this category is none other than JSR2gamers.
Yep, he knows how to perform for the bright lights.
Yes,
yeah, I mean, we will certainly probably see a few things from JSR that we wouldn't usually see in your everyday world record attempt here, especially, you know, a situation if he doesn't have the number of rupees he's looking for, he might change his route up for that or something to that effect. Yeah,
the true world record route, you need 30 rupees on the way out of level 1 in order to afford the blue candle. If the double 100 route, you worry less about rupees. You can change to that route midway depending on resources early in the game. We'll see. We'll see if he ends up doing that. And if you run out of bombs, there are other routes to reroute to also.
And Max getting a very good kill on a somewhat unwilling Dodongo. Wasn't exactly being cooperative, but he got him with 1 bomb, stunned him, and he's leaving with 30 rupees and 8 bombs, which is a tremendous amount to leave level 2 with.
Yeah. JSR heading into level 4 as Max collecting that Armos 30. I'm not sure. There are a few 2 first routes that Scorpion Max may be doing. I didn't get a chance to look at his PB, so I'm not sure what route he runs, but we'll see in a...
Looks like he's going to the standard blue ring route here.
If he heads up to the Northeast 100, he's probably doing blue ring.
Because if he were 2 first red candle, he would have gotten that other 30 secret before picking up the...
Probably, yeah.
Although with having 30 rupees out of level 2, anything is possible.
Yeah.
Whereas JSR over in level 4 doing playing what I like to call the black hole of resources. You spend so much in level 4 and get basically nothing other than the ladder.
Yeah. Scorpion Max heading up to that Northeast 100, so he is most likely doing a blue ring route. Blue ring cuts damage in half. It's nice for beginning runners, and I myself have a PB in green tunic, but I still get blue ring in races, because in races you often want to go for safer strategies.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's high risk, high reward for sure in a race setting to step outside of your comfort zone a little bit, so to speak, and take a gamble. Although, if you're in a situation where you're racing against someone that you know if you play it safe you have no chance of winning, maybe you take a couple of gambles like that.
Scorpion Max buying the blue candle now. He's doing the early candle version of the blue ring route most likely, whereas JSR bombing his way through level 4, getting the error key named after error 72. That gives you that Well, the old route, you just bomb right in that room full of rupees, but going up for that key gives you a chance to build up your counts and bomb these vires. So this is a good time to talk about how the counts work. If you kill 10 enemies in a row in this game, the 10th enemy you kill, 10 enemies in a row without getting hit, the 10th enemy you kill will be a 5 rupee or a bomb, depending on how you kill it. If you kill it with a bomb, you get a bomb. If you kill it with a sword or anything else, you get a 5 rupee. So when JSR got that bomb off those vires just before this Gliok fight, that was a forced bomb. He built up his count on those gels and keys on the way up around to get the error key. He got to the 10th enemy and got the guaranteed bomb drop, which he will need on the way into level 1. His counts are 6 bombs and 14 rupees. He will see if he's going for a 30-30 route or a double hundo, depending on what he goes for forcing. I have a feeling he's probably going to go double hundo, since that's certainly the easier way to go. But if he gets a couple of fivers shortly, he may be able to go for the slightly faster strats. Scorpion Max heading into level 1, you'll see him enter and exit and re-enter level 1. That triggers a glitch that opens that key door at the top of the screen. You'll see JSR do exactly the same thing. Scorpion Max grabbing the key to the right, that probably means he's skipping the error key, or I didn't notice if he got the Moldorm's key in level 2. There are a few ways you can route the keys in this game. Going right to get that key is often it's the easiest key. It's not the fastest, so it's not a bad choice.
Yep, and there we see. Oh, he skipped the key in that. Yeah, he's gonna go back for it. Okay, he just missed it. Yeah, standard issue for a lot of the blue ring routes is to skip the error key in level 4 that JSR picked up.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's great for forcing counts, but if you can't, if you don't know how to buffer diagonal inputs and get past those traps without damage, it's useless, because if you get hit by a trap, you don't have a count anyway. So why go those extra couple rooms? Well,
JSR has 31 rupees now, so despite his best attempts, he probably won't be doing the double hundo route that he did. I have heard him say in the past that he prefers to use in race settings. But things are going well for him. I mean, haven't seen a lot of non-speedrun strats from him so far, outside of the pauses he did in his fight against Gliok to ensure he didn't die.
Yeah, during that Gliok fight, he was pausing with the select button to make sure to make that fight a little safer. That is one of the more dangerous parts in the early part of this run. So that is a little safety strat. He wouldn't do that in a PV attempt, but in a race, it's a good idea.
Yeah, you save your pause strats for level 8 at that point, probably.
Yeah. The chat noting that they're high-fiving. That's right, they're both in the same level, although JSR is definitely in the lead because he has, as he finishes level 1, he's now getting his 3rd piece of Triforce. As Scorpion Max finishes level 1, he's getting his 2nd piece of Triforce. JSR's route is simply faster, but much more difficult.
Yeah,
and JSR has great counts. He probably will go for the 30-30 route. And if I'm correct, what you'll see him do is scroll past the Heart Rock and come back. That is something that JSR himself came up with. Unos and RC Drone have adopted that strategy as well. It sets you up to bomb that Octorok as you're opening the cave that he just opened. Sometimes that Octorok drops a random bomb, which is nice. He didn't in that case, and you get to scroll left to right instead of right to left. Scrolling left to right is a little bit easier because you get to buffer with the sword. So rather than hitting a frame perfect 1-frame tap, you get about a 12-frame window to hit that tap. So left to right scrolls are a little bit easier. Scorpion Max now looks like he stopped for that. Did he stop for that the safety heart south of 1? I didn't see, but
yes, he did.
Yeah, he's some versions of the route. We'll save that for later, but now he's heading into level 3. JSR buying the blue candle and heading into level 5.
All right, and here we see one of the first real crossroads of your standard world record attempt speedrun. Dealing with level 5 working with, trying to force bomb counts and doing it with a wood sword.
Yeah, he's the ideal strat. He wants to get a forced bomb drop in this room full of dark nuts that's coming up. The room of requirement, the Olive Garden, in the recorder room, the death trap. Optimally, these blue dark nuts are in the health group. They won't drop bombs randomly. If he gets a bomb, that doesn't mean he successfully counted to 10 and forced a bomb, which is the ideal way to do it. He took a bop, so he's probably not gonna get that forced bomb, but he's bombing efficiently enough that
he's taking a couple of bops. Unfortunately for him, he did get an extra bomb drop off of a Gibdo in that last room before he was headed up this way. If he had left one of those there, it would still if he had left the room drop in there,
blue
can there when he came back.
Blue candle route strats, you usually take that bomb on the way in because he's going to level 2 next, so he doesn't need he's going to be getting some guaranteed bombs. He gets through that dark nut room. Got a little hairy there. Not something he'd be happy with in a PB attempt, but in a race, just fine. He's alive, and he got that fairy drop because, like I said, those dark nuts are in the health group.
Yeah. I was about to say the blue dark nuts being health droppers is a huge boon for that room. You'd love to be getting bombs from them, but sometimes it's just all about staying alive. And if you've picked up the recorder in under 11 minutes, you're doing just fine.
Absolutely, yeah. Scorpion Max getting that static. He's gotten the raft, and he has 150 rupees, which is on a blue ring route is just what you need. What he'll do after he beats level 1 is what he'll do after he beats level 3 is grab 100 secret and buy the blue ring for 250 rupees, which will cut his damage in half. Ooh, he got sucked back into that bomb hole during the Manhandla fight. Manhandla, there's some RNG to this fight. It's one of the hardest. Oh, very nice. He got
the accidental kill there.
Yeah, he got the forced bomb for Manhandla. I mean, we say forced bomb because it is a bomb that drops because you killed 10, but it's hard to do unless Manhandla cooperates, because the way Manhandla counts kills is how many frames it rolled over for a bomb, and you have no control over that. But he got a nice cooperative Manhandla and has plenty of bombs heading into level 4.
Yeah, on the 2 first route that Max is doing, sometimes you run into situations where the bomb counts are a little bit trickier than they are in the route JSR is taking. You got to be either really good at your counts or be a little bit more judicious with the use.
Yeah, running out of bombs on Dig Dogger, that saves the menu. So there's the trade-off is he's a little bit at the mercy of RNG for how many bombs he's going to get to proceed through level 2, but at the end of level 2, he does get a guaranteed static bomb drop. If he gets really unlucky, he'll still have some bombs coming out. But he saved a menu by running out of bombs on the level 5 boss, and finishing him off with a sword.
So here we see JSR heading towards that same 100 secret, but after leaving the area that he's coming from here, I guess he had whistled to level 3. Now he's going to...
Yeah, he's going to do the world wrap.
The world wrap, where he goes from one end of the world to the other, the Hyrule map to the other, using the screen scroll technique.
Yeah, it's a screen scroll followed by a ladder clip. All of these glitches are done by the principle of getting on the right pixel and doing a 1-frame perpendicular tap, or in the case or a perpendicular tap that's buffered by another motion in some cases. But you can't do that on the ladder clip or the right side screen scroll. That block clip you just saw. Scorpion Max's side, you usually see that block clip in the dark. He had the room lit up, but so you got to see exactly what was going on there.
Yeah, slightly reduced swag, but just as much effectiveness.
Yeah. And if you've ever watched these runs and wondered what's going on in that room, you saw it lit up. Now you know.
Ooh, nice use of the blue candle on those fires.
Yeah, not standard strats there, but kind of swaggy for sure.
Yeah. He made up for the lack of swag when he lit up the room before he block clipped. He
left a rupee behind. That's unfortunate. He does need He does need to farm a few more rupees. JSR has all the rupees. He's well, actually, JSR needs to get to 104.
2 more rupees, yeah.
Needs 2 more rupees by the end of this level to get 140 for shopping. But Scorpion Max will also need to buy. Will also need 140 rupees for meat and arrows. He will need those by the end of level 5, which is he. On this route, he won't be world wrapping. He's going to have to detour to get more. Oh, he's going around. Okay, so Scorpion Max does not do the ladder clip that you saw JSR do earlier in this room. So he's taking the long way around. It's 2 more rooms, same number of keys.
Yeah, and I can understand that because the ladder clip it's certainly harder than block clipping, and it might be harder than screen scrolling. Your mileage may vary.
Yeah, you can't buffer it with a sword, so it has to be a perfect 1-frame tap. It's a horizontal perpendicular tap, and you don't do it that often, so it's a little bit tougher. And you see, Scorpion Max, as we suspected, did skip the air key and just bombed to the right in that room.
Yeah. I used to do the air key, and then I realized I was just going to get hit by those traps in the next room every time anyway, so what did it matter?
Well, I used to skip the air key because I was always getting hit by the traps. Then I got a better controller, so I started getting the air key.
maybe that's what it's all about.
It's only worth it if you can get by damageless. So, yeah.
So double Triforce pickup on each side. JSR leaving 2, going to be heading to level 7 now, everybody's favorite. Whereas Max will be going to level 5, but probably taking a very circuitous route.
Yeah, he'll need to stop by the southern coast at minimum to get a 100 secret.
Oh, JSR is going for the
Root Quarter!
Pulls it off!
Yeah.
And he's going to make his meat and arrow purchase.
That glitch he just did was just discovered. That glitch he just did was just discovered by Roo Slugs. Last week, I think, Unos debuted in a race. And the way that works is by clipping onto the water, which is the same glitch as doing a block clip. He set it up so that when he whistled the recorder, he crossed the whirlwind crossed the dock and triggered the raft. What that does is it goes to the square northwest of the target of the whistle. So in that case, it went directly to the meat shop. JSR has been playing with that. He wouldn't pull. It's too risky to try in a PB attempt, but in a race, absolutely swag it up.
All right. Well,
and it does save a tiny little bit of time.
Yep.
So,
the first question I'm asking him when he gets that. Oh, seeing some more pauses. That is, do not adjust your screen. Trying to get through these rooms without getting hit by a banana can prove difficult, as JSR proves there. And I like how he's got 17 rupees here, so you see he gets those arrows out. Really helps to clear out this room right here.
Yeah, arrow strats in the river room are great. Those bubbles take away your sword for a few seconds, so if you can go to a secondary weapon, it's nice. Now getting out that meat, laying down that meat right there. What that does, the Gurias walk towards it, so it controls their movement a little bit and allows him to move through that room. He has to lay down that meat before the grumble Guria to get by.
I will say, as a child, I was stuck at that room in level 7 for probably a year.
No, you couldn't figure it out.
I had no clue what was going on.
On Scorpion Max's side, you can see he just grabbed the potion at the raft location, so he now has a potion in his back pocket if things go wrong.
Yeah, that's where I pick up my potion usually as well, is that raft spot.
Yeah, question in chat, does the recorder actually save time? If done optimally, it saves a tiny amount of time on the first quest route. It may save time with some rerouting, probably does in the straight any % yes Up+A category, not so sure in the no Up+A category, but it's certainly swag as you saw. In second quest, it saves a lot of time. Lack Attack 24 just set a new world record tonight in second quest using that newly found recorder glitch.
Yeah, and if nothing else, that discovery by Rusla has was a nice bomb pickup for JSR. right before he enters Aqua Menace. It has certainly rejuvenated people's interest in the second quest, which, I mean...
Yeah, for sure.
Anytime more people are playing this game, it's a good thing.
Absolutely. Scorpion Max struggling a little bit with that block clip, but he gets it. He's heading into that recorder room now. He has more heart containers and white sword, so if he doesn't manage to get a bomb, if he doesn't manage to bomb effectively, he's in a little bit better shape than JSR. Although, JSR, as you saw, have the skills to deal with whatever happened. But we'll see how Scorpion Max does it. It's like he plays.
He also has blue ring, so that helps. Yeah,
so the Dark Nuts do 1 heart of damage instead of 2 now with blue ring. All right, he ran out of bombs, so he's gonna have to sword them down. The white sword does 2 hit points. Wood sword does 1. The Dark Nuts take 8 hit points. A bomb does 4. So if they've been hit by a bomb, they just take 2 more slashes. If they haven't, they take 4 slashes.
So unfortunately for him, he's now out of bombs, which won't matter so much right now. Could come into play once he's heading towards level 7, because we all know you need a lot of bombs in that dungeon. But he does get through that room fairly effectively. Unfortunately, did not get full hearts for his beam sword, or Japirs, as I like to call them, until the very end, because that makes that room a lot easier if you're not using bombs to have beam sword.
Yeah, but he's doing all right. Now, speaking of beam sword, look at JSR rip through that belfry. He lost beams for the last guy, but it started out nicely.
JSR's level 6 is out of control.
Yeah, JSR just got a PB last night. 29-18, and the 6 was mwah. So that was a little bit rough. Magical Breakfast Room 1. He took a few more hits than I'm sure he'd like.
Yeah, it's very a little bit sloppy by his standards. Oh, and he missed the bomb the first time there as well, and caused him to take another hit from a Wizro. Fortunately, he just made contact with a blue instead of getting hit by the beam from a red. Because it would have been lights out for him in that case.
Scorpion Max, has some resource issues right now. He is a little bit short on rupees and a little bit short on bombs. There are backup strats for both those things. We'll see how he chooses to handle them as he finishes off level 5. JSR in Magical Breakfast Room 2, he's down to 3 hearts, but he cleared the room out, so it's pretty safe for the rest of the level. It is possible to die in the back half, but once you're through if you're at JSR's level, once you're through those 2 Magical Breakfast Rooms, it's pretty unlikely.
Yeah, that's really the meat of the level there. He certainly played Magical Breakfast 2 a lot safer than he did 1.
Yeah, well, he had a lot less health.
Yeah.
Scorpion Max grabbing that level 5 Triforce. Ooh, JSR. A little bit risky at the end there, but he took out Goma with the aiming for the Eye of Goma, just as Scorpion Max whistling to 3, which is what you do if you don't screen scroll. If you do screen scroll, it's faster to whistle to 4. And heading to shopping, but he will need a couple more rupees, so he's gonna. It looks like he's killing some things on the overworld, hoping to get that money he needs right now.
Yeah, just gotta. At the very most, he's gotta find 10 consecutive things to kill.
Yeah. One thing he didn't do, which beginning player might not know about, he went through a room of Zols in level 5 that does have a static 5 rupee drop, which is...
Oh, yes, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
JSR, of course, getting 2 lucky bomb drops on the overworld on his way to level 8.
Scorpion Max did find those rupees he needed, so he's going to buy his meat and arrows now. He is still a little short on the bombs he needs. We'll see. There are some options for backup strats for bombs in level 7. We'll see which ones he goes with. JSR, meanwhile, bombing his way into the first Blue Lagoon in level 8. Blue Lagoon's so named because, as you can see, the enemies are blue, and also there's some lag in the NES when this many things are on the screen. At least the way Legend of Zelda is coded.
Oh man, this is beautiful.
Oh wow, what a beautiful room.
That was so good.
Yeah, if you haven't played this game, you may not realize how impressive what he just did is, but...
Yeah. That room is where good speedruns go to die.
Yeah.
You can more runs die in the recorder room, but more good runs die right there.
Yeah. Okay, so what Scorpion Max is doing, he's going to the right to kill this Moldorms, which has a static bomb drop. That'll solve his bomb problems. Yeah, JSR clearing out the second Blue Lagoon. Not quite as fast as the first one, but still very nice rooms. He's giving a... not many people are as good at doing level 8 as JSR is, so...
Yeah, his 6 and 8
always a pleasure to watch. Always a pleasure to watch. Yeah.
Out of control. And leaving the heart behind because he doesn't need it at this point.
Yeah, you need 12 hearts to get the magical sword. He already has the magical sword, so he's fine on that front.
And here you see the difference in using arrows versus not in this room in level 7. Taking Max a lot longer time to clear it out.
Well, the white sword does 2 hit points of damage, which is the same as an arrow. He just had to avoid bubbles, so those arrow strats are really great with the wood sword. With the white sword, if you can avoid the menu, it's probably better. But you can't. But if you don't have beams, it's a little bit slower. JSR already heading into level 9 as he avoids those boulders. Scorpion Max getting through that annoying map room in level 7.
Yeah, that's a nasty room, very underratedly difficult.
Yeah.
This whole horizontal stretch of level 7 is just not fun at all. JSR getting a bomb drop before he goes into level 9, so he's gonna have a few extra to play with.
Yeah. JSR clearing out that first room in level 9 to get that breakfast key. Takes 3 keys to get through level 9. He has all of them. Those are all the keys he'll need to collect in the game. There's one more key he will pass, but it's after all the key doors. Meanwhile, Scorpion Max cleared out that Dig Dogger. He sorted down those 3 mini Dig Doggers. He's playing it safe, preserving his bombs. It'll take... After that bombing into that Wallmaster room, he has one more wall to bomb open, and he has a wall to bomb in level 6. So he, with White Sword, he doesn't need to use another bomb for combat for a while. The optimal strat on Aquamentus with Wood Sword is to use a bomb because of the lower hit points. But going into this Aquamentus at the end of level 7, really, the Wallmasters are the real boss at level 7, so he's past it.
Just like they're the real boss of level 1.
Scorpion Max has his Triforce out of level 7. He'll be heading to get the magic sword and head into level 6 himself soon. Meanwhile, JSR heading into the second Patra. Beautiful,
very nicely done.
Beautiful skip. That's a little bit tricky to do fast enough to do it as expertly as he just did. He did it fine. He's heading into reverse C, the most difficult room in the game. Let's see how he plays it. He has a lot of bombs, so he's going to use some bomb strats here. Certainly helpful.
Oh, and got more bombs.
Got some lucky bomb, nice. Cleared it out. Leaving reverse C with 8 bombs. Absolutely clinical.
And 8.5 hearts. Very nice to see.
Yeah. I don't know how aggressively he's going to play it, but having that much health gives him some room to take some damage to speed up if he wants to. I don't know if he'll play it that way or not. We'll see.
Gets through the reverse clip to avoid the Wizards just in the nick of time, as Max is heading into level 6.
JSR doing the optimal fast Patra skip took one bop, costing 2 heart containers, which he could afford. That is the fastest way to get through that room. So nicely done.
You got the good pattern of likes in the dark room there. It's more or less scripted. You can always know whether or not you're going to have to stab one just by the very first movement you see when you walk in that room. Learn that one from Lack. Thank you very much. Yeah, don't worry, I didn't figure that out on my own.
Nobody thought you did, Liquid Husband. Nobody thought you did. Scorpion Max heading into a Magical Breakfast Room 1.
Oh, we got a little grayscale action on JSR's side.
Nice, that's swag. If you bomb at just the right frame, that'll glitch the game like that. It's a little piece of swag.
When you have so many bombs, I guess that's the thing you do.
Yeah.
As we see, taking on Patra 3 here. 5 hearts left. He's gonna have to be careful. Down to 3 now.
Ganon Hug does 4 hearts of damage, so he's not. This is not a free fight. I don't expect he'll have trouble with it because he'll be able to play it safe. But there he goes. I mean, as Scorpion Max clears out Magical Breakfast Room 2.
Oh no!
Oh, JSR died to Ganon.
Ganon was dead. Ganon was dead, and we were gonna have a sub 31 time for JSR in this race. Oh no! I was all excited, ready to pumped up to announce his victory. Oh, he got the perfect Ganon kill. It was absolutely by the book. That is very unfortunate.
But so that happens in races, and sometimes you have to go through a level 9 with 3 hearts. JSR competent to do it. We'll see it. We'll see how he handles it. As Scorpion Max making his way through level 6, taking out Goma now, grabbing his Triforce out of level 6 and heading to level 8 next.
I don't know that we want to have JSR on for a mid-game interview right now, Redbird. We've got an obligation to uphold the speed gaming.
Alright, what JSR's doing now, he's hitting this old man. Every time you hit this old man, it counts as a kill and advances your kill counter. What he's probably going to do is get to 16 kills and force a fairy. That's what he did. Very nice. And he got actually 2 fairies because he killed them both on the same frame. That is a very, very nicely played... I mean, you don't want to be in this situation, obviously, but if you are, being able to force 2 fairies and build your health back up is very nice to see.
Yeah, that was those were professional moves there. As Max now entering level 8, certainly, and I mean this in the most wholehearted way, giving an incredible showing of himself. Now JSR doing the smart thing, going ahead and killing this Patra because he doesn't want to have to, not killing it, but not doing the quick Patra strats the second time around.
Yeah. This trap room will not respawn. Enemies only... You saw the next room came back. They only come back if you kill all the enemies in the room. Those traps actually count as enemies, so rooms with traps or bubbles in them will stay dead after you die.
That's good to know. I knew it did it with bubbles. I did not realize it was the case with traps. But then again, I've never gone back to that room after clearing it, so...
Scorpion Max getting through the second lagoon nicely and heading into that fight with the last with the 4-headed Gleeok, just as JSR is back for round 2 with Ganon.
Let's hope it goes better this time. What with the again spawning in a different start spot. He's staying along the bottom here a little bit. Hopefully that'll help JSR clear him out. Certainly not nearly as clean of a Ganon fight that time,
but he got through it.
Slightly overpowered was JSR.
Get your GGs out in chat for JSR2gamers. Saving the girl with an official SRL time of 34:10, with the comment added, Brown Ganon hugs heart. We'll see if JSR wants to get in here for an interview. Scorpion Max grabbing that level 8 Triforce. He'll be heading to level 9 himself.
I do know he has to restream a race, I believe, here shortly, or at least do commentary on it.
Yeah, I think he's got a little bit of time before that.
Good.
If you put up a 34, you do have time before the next hour. we did get the grayscale, the swag grayscale credits with the way he ended. He did the swag at the end with Zelda there. So we have JSR in the chat with us. James, you there? Push to talk issues, perhaps.
Come on, guys. This is his tournament. He's got the commentator role, so he should be good. And just like that, it's in the back of the net. We do have Max in level 9, very closely following behind.
Yeah, because of his routing, Scorpion Max already has 3 keys, so he doesn't have to fight in that first room. He just bombs right through that wall and gets in.
There we go. Can you guys hear me now?
Hey, James!
Absolutely. Congratulations.
That was a really nice run, up until...
Up until I got root quarter, and then it became excellent.
Yeah.
You know the funny thing about Legend of Zelda is I've done now, that was my 5,491st attempt at any percent no Up+A, and that is, and not to mention the thousands of hundo attempts I've done, and all of my randos, and that is my very first Brown Ganon hug. And you know the funny thing is I pressed the arrow button. I pressed B. It just didn't shoot out, and I just walked right into him.
Now, Scorpion Max is fighting Patra 1, and you saw Patra 1 kind of went crazy. What happened there was he hit the... There's a master fly that will lock Patra into the pattern, either the tight pattern or the expanding pattern, depending on when you hit him. So Scorpion Max attacked him at a time when you don't want to attack him. You really want to be attacked. If you're going to kill that Patra, you want to attack when he's in a tight circle. But he handled anyway. And he's through the next room and heading on through level 9.
So let's talk about. I mean, I believe you were on pace to finish this in under 31 minutes at that point, or was it 31 and change?
I peeked at the timer. I usually play Zelda 1 with a blind timer, so after I died, I looked at the timer, and it would have been a very high 30 or a low 31.
Okay,
honestly, this run wasn't that great. I mean, level 6, I got red whiz robed, and I just kind of went into panic mode. I was lucky to have survived that. I mean, this is the first Zelda 1 race other than GDQ I've ever done that meant something, and I'm not going to lie, I was nervous going into this.
With reason, because Max is actually playing out of his mind over here.
Yeah, he is playing very well for... I mean, he's obviously a beginning runner. He's skipped some of the tricks that you do as you learn the game better, but he's doing a great job. About to pick up those silver arrows.
Yeah, Max is a really good runner. If you guys don't follow him already from the Zelda 2 community, he's really, really good at Zelda 2, and he's a good gamer in general, so it doesn't surprise me. He's been working his tail off, and he's getting a lot better at the game, and it wouldn't surprise me if come the end of this tournament, he's a lot better than his current PB, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was kind of a shock, man. I'm not even really embarrassed though, because I don't know what happened. I'm not sure if the controller ate my input or if I pressed the arrow button too late. I have no idea. I pressed B and walked right into Ganon. I don't know what happened, so that's a bummer.
Scorpion Max using his potion.
So then this would be, if he gets through this, it would be deathless. So that means he officially wins this race, right?
That's not quite how it works now.
But yeah, that was not the best end, unfortunately, but I'll take it. W's a W, I suppose.
Yeah, we definitely saw a point where you went from reckless to safe in level 6 after that first breakfast room.
Yeah, for sure. And then
your level 8 was just out of control, as per usual. Great lagoon rooms. Just a fantastic job, like we've come to expect from you in there.
Thank you.
So people pointing out in chat that Scorpion Max, if he depending on how fast he finishes this up, it's not out of the realm of possibility we could see a PB here. His PB sits currently at 41.53.
Oh yeah, as long as he doesn't have to use another potion, he's got it.
Yeah, he was having some issues with the block clip there. That's unfortunate. Certainly not the thing you want to lose a PB to.
Yeah, those block clips, once you get the hang of it, you get the muscle memory down, they're a lot easier, but it's definitely something that for newer runners, until they get that feel, it can be a little tricky.
Ooh, very good Patra 3 fight. He got aggressive towards the end, which is not something you usually see out of guys who aren't comfortable fighting him. So let's get this Ganon down. Not getting the perfect Ganon fight, but pretty darn close to it. And
Nice.
wow. Yep, that's a PB for him.
Congrats, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, so
Looks like 40-44 on his timer.
yeah, he didn't dot done, so we
Yeah.
don't have an official SRL time.
There it is. Scorpion
There it
Pass.
is.
The
Okay.
official time of 41
Official-
minutes 27 seconds, but
Yeah.
we all
Yeah,
see 40-44.
Yeah, we all know it was a 40-44, even if the SRL time will officially be 41-27, which either way, it's a PB. So
That's awesome.
let's see if Max wants to get in here for an interview.
And obviously, I know James. I think you have just commentary, or you got the restream for a race coming up here in about 15 minutes. No, they put it here on Speed Gaming, didn't they?
Yes, they did. It'll be Reeves versus Bobbing for Fries. It'll be myself and Four Eye Steven on the commentary.
Oh, got to hang around for that then.
Scorpion Max declining the post game interview, but says thank you to everyone. Congratulations to him on the PB.
Yeah.
So I guess that will do it for us.
Fantastic job by both guys. So we'll see both of them in the next round. JSR, you'll be going up against a fellow 1-0 competitor, and Max is going to scare the living daylights out of somebody that lost in the first round.
For sure.
Well, thanks a lot, you guys, for the commentary. Thanks to Speed Gaming for the restream, everybody watching, and yeah, stick around. There's another great race starting in about 15 minutes. I'll see everyone there.
All right, see you soon.
Thanks a lot, man. Can't wait. Well, John, that was Oh, sorry, I lost you there for a second. I say, well, John, that was a very successful race.
Oh, I thought we were all signing off, so I left.
Oh, sorry.
But then I saw you were still in here.
Well,
This is a very professionally run tournament, as you can see.
It all starts at the top.
Yes.
He's gone now, so I can say that, right? No.
I thought we were all. I thought we were all signing off at once, but.
Hey, let's go for it. Thanks again so much for the Speed Gaming Network. I can see they're already getting the next race set up. They're probably not even going to go non-live. I wouldn't think. So hang out in chat with us and with everyone else for the next race coming up in about 15 minutes. John, you got anything else you want to add?
No, just good luck to all the racers, and thanks to everyone for watching. And we will see you again very soon. Good night.